Tony and Hetty, welcome to 5 News Tonight. It's lovely to have you in the studio. Tony, tell us how Hetty has transformed your life.
Hetty makes my life very much easier than it would be otherwise. She gives me a valuable warning that I wouldn't otherwise get. I have no idea that I'm about to have a seizure, and without Hetty's warning, life would be very, very difficult.
How does she do it, and how far in advance of a potential seizure does she alert you?
Hetty has been trained to give me 2 types of warning. So I have 2 types of seizure, and I know whether I'm going to be having a major seizure where I will fall to the ground, convulse and be unconscious, or whether I'm going to have an absent seizure, which is very much more minor. She gives me 42 minutes warning of the majors and 15 minutes warning of minors. And the alert is different, so I know which to expect.
And what do you then do when she warns you like that?
Depends where I am. If I'm in London, for example, I tend to find the transport police. They're very good, always ready with a cup of tea. If I'm at home, then obviously I do various things. If it's around a school run time, then make sure somebody else is there to pick the kids up. Really, I have to then wait for the seizures to pass. So it's with having Hetty, it puts me back in control of my life.
And she's very different to many other dogs because she's an all-round support dog, isn't she? Because of your eyesight as well.
Yes, yeah. Hetty is also a guide dog as well as a seizure alert dog, and she'll do physical tasks for me as well. So she'll unload the washing machine for me, take my socks off, help me get undressed, and she is a good all-rounder.
The thing is, other epileptics can have access to dogs like Hetty who can alert them to seizures, but not everyone is able to get hold of that because it's effectively a postcode lottery. What do you think when you hear that?
It is difficult, and it's with people that have, I believe the criteria is 10 major seizures a month. You know, for somebody that's only having 5 seizures a month, that must be absolutely devastating because they're still having multiple seizures, and it's still a very difficult, you know, they've still faced day to day with the challenges that brings.
Do you think on the whole, Tony, just to finish off, that the wider society takes epilepsy seriously enough?
I don't think they do. I think it's with many medical conditions that are, I guess, a bit like diabetes, that are in the mainstream, people have a tendency is, oh, they've just got epilepsy. And I don't think they realise that any seizure could potentially be life-threatening. And over the years, we've come across all sorts of strange behaviour from people that sort of think that I'm going, when I've warned them that I'm going to have a seizure, then start to panic. Well, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And the first aid around a seizure is really quite basic. And for sort of a mainstream condition, there is a lot that isn't sort of known about it, and there isn't a lot out there that people do are confident with it.